Start when you're ready.
Hi friends, thank you for joining Tahoe Kitchen. My name is Emily. Forsyth this is my husband,
Devlin.
And we're going to teach y'all how to do a summer avocado corn salad. So the first thing we're going to start with is some golden sweet corn. I've already shucked it with the knife, but very important on the corn, you don't actually need to cook it first. If you'd like to throw it on a grill to get a little bit of a smoky flavor, you can. Otherwise, literally just take it off the cob with your knife, throw it in the pan or in your bowl. We're not cooking this. Throw it in your bowl, and there's your corn. Then we're going to take up some diced Roma tomatoes. So I've started dicing some here just so that y'all didn't have to see me dice up 8,000 tomatoes. But really easy. I always take my tomato, take it in half, and then make really even slices, as even as you can. And we're going to then take all of these and just quarter them really quick. And that is going to go in the bowl as well. You can use any type of tomatoes that you want. If you have cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, if you just have the, tomatoes on a vine, whatever. I like the Roma tomatoes for this personally. I just like the flavor that they give. So we're going to take the tomatoes, throw those in there. Then we're going to take a purple onion. On the purple onion, just a little tip, if you will leave the bulb on the end of the onion and just do little slices all the way across, it's going to be much easier to dice at the end. So then we're going to take our knife and literally just go straight through. Does that make sense?
And just so you guys know, you can do that on other vegetables as well. So that works on tomatoes if you're wanting to dice the tomatoes, not just do the quartering. Anything that's got an end kind of bulb like this, you just go almost up to it, and then that allows you to dice everything really nice.
Yes. So, and I'm using my little 4-inch cleaver for most of this. 4-inch cleaver is personally my workhorse of the kitchen. Obviously, if you want to use a chef's knife or something like that, if you're a little more comfortable with the larger knives, that's fine as well. Then we're going to take the avocado. I'm going to do my avocado a little bit different than probably everybody else. I do not like holding the avocado in my hand and trying to get the pit out, so going around and then trying to get the pit out with the knife. Every time we've seen somebody, not every time, most every time we've seen somebody who's cut themselves really bad with a knife, it was doing the avocado trick with a knife. And
yeah, they try and hold it in the hand like this and then get the pit out, and all it takes is a sharp knife going through the edge of it.
Yeah, so I don't like to do that. So what I do is I go all the way around, and then I'll show you on the pit too, possibly, and just peel off the edge of the avocado, or the skin of the avocado. Does that make sense? So there we go. And then we're going to dice this up as well. Obviously, avocados are great because it's a nice, healthy fat to have. And it adds a nice green color to the salad as well, especially since we're not going to use any lettuce in this. All right, so we're going to throw that in. We're going to do this one more time on this side. And you'll notice that if you make the smaller slices, it's easier to get the skin off, like I was showing y'all earlier. All right, so there's that. Do this again.
And what's the importance of all the different colors? You were telling me about that. I'm
yes,
colorblind, by the way, so this is just information for me.
Yeah. So if y'all ever see us in future videos and he doesn't match,
if I'm wearing
why.
a pink shirt, it was not my choice.
Well, either that or I wasn't home that day to help him pick out his outfit.
This is very true.
All right. So basically on the, wow, I just totally threw the wrong part in the salad. We're going to highly recommend you don't throw the peel in your salad.
It depends on who you've invited over.
All right. So basically on the importance of all the colors, we eat with our eyes first, which is one of the reasons we love going to restaurants, is because they always make the plate look appetizing. So eat with your eyes first. So if your food looks appetizing, you're going to be much more keen to want to try it. And oftentimes at home, we just don't really think about doing that. But with this, we have all the nice vibrant colors. So obviously, if you're going to be serving it to guests, they're going to be more apt to want to eat it because it looks so refreshing. So right now, we've got the red onion, the tomatoes, the avocado, and then the corn. Thanks, babe. So I was kind of forgetting the other ingredient real quick. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to throw in a cucumber. Not last thing, close to last thing. Throw in a cucumber, and we're going to use this machine, actually, to slice up the cucumber. And that's because you can do fancy little cuts with this machine. Very important, the inside of this does not cut. The outside doesn't cut as well. What's going to cut is if you get your finger caught in the middle of there, that's going to hurt, so don't do that. So that's our salad. We're going to toss it all together. And y'all can kind of see how, can y'all see? There, appetizing that looks. All right. Then we're going to finish it with our olive oils. Very important, when you're finishing with an olive oil, you want to use a high quality olive oil. The purer the olive oil, the better flavor that it's going to have. And what I mean by that, the majority of olive oils that are on the market today are not pure olive oils. They've been cut with other types of oil just to save on expense. There's no regulation on olive oil, so there's really no way to know if we're using a pure olive oil or not. So the family that we work with, literally we get all of our olive oils from one family. They're in Greece. Their farm is south of Sparta. Everything's harvested on that farm, everything's planted on that farm, and everything's pressed on that farm. And then they actually fly it over here and do not bottle it until it's ordered. So it is as fresh of Mediterranean olive oil as you can get. And so on an olive oil, what you're going to look for is you want early harvest. You'd want it cold pressed. The reason you want early harvest and cold press is because that means how many polyphenols are in the olive oil. Polyphenols just essentially means how healthy the olive oil is going to be for you. So this family harvests their olives in October, which is pretty much the beginning of harvest season. Cold press only means that you don't use heat to extract the olive oil. Heat obviously can break down polyphenols. If it's cold pressed, the healthier it's going to be because the more polyphenols it has in it. So this oil is early harvest, cold pressed. It's also monovarietal, so the olive that they use is the Koroniki olive. Koroniki olive, again, has a high polyphenol count. So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to do a little bit of habanero. I like just a little bit of heat in this salad, so we're going to use just a tad bit of our habanero oil. Then we're going to use a little bit of basil oil. The other nice thing about using infused olive oils versus just, let's say, fresh basil, fresh basil wilts pretty easily, especially here in Colorado where we live because it's so arid. But B, you can also kind of control the flavor of the salad a little bit better. So it's really easy to overuse basil, let's say, or garlic, which, well, for me, it's kind of hard to overuse.
There's no such thing as too much garlic.
So. But with basil, especially for people just starting out cooking, the infused olive oils give a little bit more forgiveness as far as putting too much flavor in your food. That being said, it's also nice to try different flavors without being locked into I don't know, you're going to have to cut that because I have no idea what I was going to say, or leave it.
Basically, if when you're using fresh spices, if there's no going back. Once you've hit the threshold, if you've used too much, you've used too much. The oils are a lot more forgiving. Yeah. And the way they do this infusion, it's not like taking water and adding lemon concentrate to water and now you have something that's supposed to be lemonade. They actually take the olives and then whatever the infusion is with it, so the habaneros, they actually take the olives and habanero peppers and crush them all at once, and that's how they make the oil. Mm-hmm. So it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so on your lemon, for example, because I put basil, garlic, lemon, and habanero oil, that's going to be our flavors. So on the lemon, they literally take the whole lemons and the olives, they throw them all in the press, crush it all together, and then filter it down into the olive oil that you're getting ready to try. So,
well, you're not going to get to try it.
You're not going to get to try it. The oil we're getting ready to try. So,
sorry, guys.
All right. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to throw in some salt and pepper. Cucumbers, unfortunately, are pretty bland, but I like using cucumbers in the summer because they have a high water content, so it's a super easy way to stay hydrated in the summer without having to drink a ton of water. Does that kind of make sense? So watermelon's another good food that has a really high water content for the summer. That's one of the reasons we love watermelon. A lot of us don't really realize why, is it has such a high water content. It helps us stay hydrated. Cucumber is going to be the exact same way. So I put some salt on there. We're going to pepper it as well. And on the salt and pepper, just do it to taste. Obviously, if you enter your email below, we're going to send you guys the recipe. So you're going to see on all of this, it's just to taste.
And it's free, by the way. So there's no charge for the recipe. All
right, so we're going to toss that up. And then Devlin's going to tell you a little bit about our sample pack that we have.
Yeah, we do a lot of private cooking classes, and in that we basically do a private tasting as well with olive oils where they get our customers get to taste all the olive oils in the different mixtures, because just like spices, you can mix these together and have totally different things. With the garlic, the lemon, the basil, that's always good on a salad. And with this, we've added the habanero as well. So what we put together for a lot of our customers was an actual sample kit, because we have a lot of customers out of state, and obviously we haven't been able to get to them for cooking classes since March. Things have been kind of shut down. So we've developed this little sample kit where it gets you one of every olive oil that we currently carry, plus the balsamic, and we just ship it out to you. And then either through Zoom, chat, Facebook Live, we can actually sit down and do a tasting with you live. And then we also have instructions if you just want to do the tasting on your own and go through and how they taste. So if you want to know more about that, that'll be down at the bottom as well. We've got a special on those right now.
And it's a super fun way, especially the virtual tastings. If you have, say, a birthday party coming up or a bridal shower coming up or something that was supposed to be a group event and you guys just can't get together right now as a group, it's a really fun way to get everybody together to interact and enjoy an experience together while still being apart. So if you have any questions, just put them down in the chat below. Again, put your email down there. We'll be sure to send this recipe out to you guys, and we wish you guys the best. Talk to y'all soon.
Bye, guys.